Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome to another Cornish first look video. This time for Of Life and Land, colony city builder, life simulator game. It has been developed by Kosovan and published by MetaRoot. Sorry for any pronunciation issues there. It is, as I have said, a colony builder and sort of like world simulating game. It is in early access. I'll put a link to the game in my description below. Just letting you know, I was sent this to do a first look video on by the publishers. So my opinions may be biased depending. But I've played the game for a little bit and I've got a fairly good feel of how the game is off the bat. And I have some opinions and views upon it. So first things first, let's have a look at the title screen. Your editors, you've got your basic stuff here. I do like the stained glass effect. Let's look at the options. Nice array of options, UI scaling, 3D scaling, FSC cap, background FPS cap, brightness, all that kind of stuff. Very nice. Nice, good camera options. Graphic options are very nice. Lots of different variants of that, always good to see. Sound options very pleasant. In fact, you can do down to the point number is always very good. Decimal point is always very nice. Input controls, very nice to see. And the fact you can redesignate them. Yeah, you can redesignate them is very nice. Language options, nice array of languages, do tutorials, all that kind of thing. Integration for Twitch, nice, and there's a mod option, so it's actually a fairly solid and comprehensive options menu, which is very nice. First of all, let's start a new game. Yeah, we're going to start the base game, which is Cars On. Okay, good, there you are. Good, but you are here. We are in 1012 law of Kosovan. I said for you because I have an important task for you. The situation in the south part of the empire is steadily worsening due to rapid population growth. Yeah, all this is explained in the opening cinematic, which is a nice little cinematic actually, but I skipped it just so we could get into the game. It has become more and more difficult for the common people. Farms are cut smaller and smaller because of the division of inheritance, while tax remain the same or even increase. New land can only be gained to a limited extent by clearing or by developing less optimal areas. Even among the nobility, there are more and more descendants who are not entitled to inherit. We are Kosovan, one of the largest states in the empire. We do not have large cities and productive villages and are therefore insignificant. I would like to change that. I send you north, explore the region. Be wise and see that your people lack nothing. This way, new settlements will join you. And if you are open and decent to them, their customs, they will stay. Build a community centre to consolidate your position in the region, but also take care of your supplies because summer is quickly over. Good luck, and I'm counting on you. Okay, first things first, we want to port the game to space. Now this game can be very overwhelming, because as you can see, this is the world map. You have the basic option menu which explains basic controls and all this jazz here, but the tutorial does a solid enough mission of explaining things. There are 4 seasons, 12 months, 28 days in a year in total, but 24 hours in a day. This is, like as I said, this is a city builder, city/colony builder, but it's also a life simulator, like a world simulator. So you really do not have a lot of control over your citizens. You can put down things you want to build and sort of recommend which things get built quicker, but they do it on their own. So you don't have a ton. You have the environmental map, all this jazz here. I mean, it's a big map. It's a really big map. So if I press N to show you the various settings, like you've got the water levels, you've got heat, you've got nature, you've got the fertility of the dirt. This all impacts. And then you've got the region map that you're in, places you haven't been before. We're currently in the valley. We haven't looked at this location too far away to be discovered. We can send out, later on in the game, you can send out like, foraging parties. First things first, we are here. This is our starting location. So first things first, it's going to ask us to do some basic controls. Zoom in, zoom out, all that jazz. We also have the intro. A new day has broke. A new day dawn breaks, and you and your little expedition reach this breathtaking hill area. You can feel it as your bonus. This is the place where you will build a new settlement. Now it is time to put the promise of your good life into practice. Okay. So that is done. So first things first, let's just check out the quality of our soil. Now this is randomized heavily. Last time I was playing this, the soil here was really fertile. So it allows us to get bonus crop. This time, not so much. We do not have a good farming. We have no good farming presence at all. Okay, so there's nowhere of good farming in this region. Okay, bit of a shame. So it wants us to basically build buildings, rotate buildings, and place buildings. So first things first. What should we build? So what you really need to build to start off with is a forester stump. You press R to basically relocate. Forester stumps are useful due to the fact that, well, you need to chop down wood in this game. You really need to chop down wood in this game. So let's put down this. You do not deforest in this game. When you harvest a resource, you do not get rid of it from what I have seen. It will stay predominantly, so like this tree here. Yeah, see look. Conifer, 3 leaves, 40 raw wood. It grows, has good soil, all these things impact it. You can harvest things from it. Nutrients. All that jazz. Okay, so we put down that. What else do we need? You put down that. We also need a gathering station, really, to get food in. So if you look down the bottom when you're placing it, it will tell you what you can get. So you want to keep an eye on what resources you are gathering from doing any one thing. So if we put it here, I'm trying to find a good place to put it which won't impact us too much, but at the same time doesn't block us off to farming areas. Wild wheat, conifer, fruit trees. Yeah, let's put that there. And let's start the clock going. We'll say this is our primary thing to get built. Yeah, so it wants a forest stump, it wants a gathering sack, it wants gardener's beds, and it wants a simple stonemason. These are primary things you do need to get built. So a gardener's bed is here. It will take a bit of time to build up. But we can get this relatively underway. So let's get at the beginnings of a garden going. And it wants a simple stonemason. Roads. In this game, you really want to be building stuff on roads. Or basically connected to roads. So this road, this semi-road here will work for us for now. There is some stone here. Not all the resources are generated randomly. Some are, like, some of the base stuff is situated in the same places, but we don't have much control over that. So all this stuff has been put down. Let's speed up time by going up here. Yeah, sheep is stealing our food, which is worrying because we only have so much food, and you can't get rid of sheep. Okay, so what do we need here? We need logs and we need logs. We need branches. Okay, so get stuff going. Okay. Then prioritize getting that collected, which is the food gathering hut. Because we need to get this set up and we need to get this chopped. So every day they collect wood. You can also do stuff like upgrade a building, so it's more effective at doing its particular tasks. So that's being brought in. Consume as well. You consume quite close. The art style is basic, but has its own quirky charm to it. That's getting gathered. That's getting built. Okay, so we are in spring, at the beginning of the spring. We've got enough food that we're okay for now, but if we don't do stuff about it, things will stop. You can't build a warehouse from what I've seen. If you're interested in seeing what you can build, you can look here. And it's limited by development. Which more development is built, the more happy your villagers become, to be honest. I haven't been able to find stuff where you can store goods. So you always run the risk of things stealing your food, which is always never great at the beginning of the game. You can do stuff like putting I suppose we could put sort of like a stone wall around it. You can put decoration stuff. I never saw the point. You can put a weird trap water because seasonal effects do affect this game, which is always nice to see. So let's speed up time a little bit more and get things going. Yeah, we keep on having stuff stealing our food, which really hurts us. Okay, so that's done. I will get another person appointed. And we need to do stuff like gathering fruits and vegetables. I mean, right at this beginning point in time, actually harvesting grass is really important. Okay, so with this done, what I will do is I will push collecting of branches up for a really good reason. Your farm plots will get eaten by animals, so what you need to do is that you need to basically... I don't want to go there. You need to be really, really good at making sure that your farm plots are contained to stop animals from getting in and eating all your hard work, because this is where a lot of your food will come from, is farm plots. Okay, so that's all done. So you can change your colonist names, for example, up here. So if you want to go up to this village, you can rename it, for example, rather than Valley Village, it can be something like Elston. And call up an overview, open the faction window, which is, you can go down here, or you can click on the token here, and you can see what your people need. This is basically what they need, and to get to the next level of prosperity, it's progress in this level. You need to basically get them happy. So they get all this built up, which is fantastic. We're getting gates and stuff put in. People are sleeping. So what raw resources do we have? We have some logs, we have some sticks. Let's get that done. We need to put down houses for people. Just your straw hut. And they are asking for a good amount of them, to be honest. So let's do something like... something like this. A row of 6 houses. Each house can hold 2 people. And we shall set that to priority to get done. And why have you not built a fence? Let's get that done, because we can't have the animals coming in here and eating all of our crops, please. Great. Now we've got sheep in our field. You can't get rid of them. You can use stuff like pasturing to get them out, which is doable. But I would desperately like to get these sheep out of this field. Because they're going to just sit there eating our crop, which sucks. Okay, so we need to basically focus now on... There's a couple of things we can do. We have got some stuff growing in this field. I will get more houses built. You can also build roads. Yeah, the game is now telling us to build roads. You can go into the build screen, or you can just come here and set this as a prompt. So let's get some roads set up. If you click here, you can also see the reach your gathering hut has for areas. So it's not gathering the resources from here, unfortunately, which is a bit of a pain. You'd think it would. But it is not. So we probably need to throw down another gathering hut at some point. I will ask them to build some more fields. Probably some wheat fields, if we're being honest. Protect against the cold and weather. You need firewood and you're running rough rags. That's easy to do as well. You just basically go to here and you go to a wood chopper. And we can put the wood chopper in anywhere. I'm probably going to throw it down here. And that will let us cut firewood and all that jazz. You can appoint people to do multiple tasks. Okay. Yeah, straw hut, straw hut. Set that to a priority, get another one built. Okay. I do need still to build more food supplies, to be honest. Yeah, the sheep have slightly annoyed me because they do really heavily go for your crops. Okay. I think what I'm going to do... So I need to basically get more food supplies going than what I have. Yeah, put it to priority. Everyone's asleep, so let's turn up the speed and get people going again. Our food situation is becoming a tad problematic, so... Yeah, we are getting stone, we are getting wood, we are getting various resources. It's still spring. Yeah, people are cold. We need to get this final house done. So we're waiting on grass fibres. So that's done. Sewing place is built. Yeah, okay. So that's been built. We need firewood. Planks we can pause for the moment. Bundled firewood. Yeah, we're just going to use normal logs for the time being on this. And it's also asking us to make... yeah, a rudimentary tailing shop as well. Okay, let's get that down. Our food situation isn't great. We do need to sort of start thinking about how we're going to handle that. Probably the easiest way for us to do that, if we're being honest. So they got all the houses done, the cloth is being made, we are getting firewood being pushed out. That is getting made, which requires us... yeah. Which requires grass. So there's always things that require resources. So that's all been made up. One thing I will do now is I will throw down... some more farm plots. Get that done. And as that's getting done, I will once again get all that done. One thing you will have to be aware of is putting down certain gates and the like will cause issues, I have found in my experience. Okay, so get that all done. We need to be starting to be really making food. Okay. So if we look at the happiness of our people, everything's gone up. Yeah, needs... they're all healthy. They are wanting... yeah, they need rough rags. Or better. They basically want stuff that needs met. By the way, wooden fences don't keep out small animals. Only stone fences do that. So eventually you will want to transfer over to stone fences. There's other things you can build, for example, you can build like a fishery. This being a real life sim, it will ask you to put your fishery where there's fish. I mean, you can not. I personally found it just as beneficial to put it near somewhere. Okay, you can hire and fire workers, so if you press on a building, you can basically go fire someone and they'll basically pick something up. You can also select someone who's very good at the job. You can see the flow of travel also through areas to get to places. Now the game is saying we need to build a hand mill and we need to build a bakery and we need to build a campfire, which is fine. We need to get all this stuff built as well. Activity, focus getting branches for the moment. So that's where we're having a limit issue. But the game is saying, yeah, hand mill, well, basically you want to make us to make us a quern, which is the device you basically use for grinding flour, and a bakery. It also wants us to set up basically a town centre. So you go here, you go a quern. put the quern down there, I think. I will also put the kiln down here. They're next to each other. And I will also put a road here to give us access across the board. Okay, so we've fenced in our fields here to protect our wheat supply. That's getting built up. It wants us to build a campfire as well, which is a place where your people can eat, drink, tell stories, and have a good time. Now, this is quite a large space. Just letting you all, just to be aware of it. So when you put it in, be aware that it will take up a lot of space. I'm going to put it in here, because it's just relatively out of the way. It's a bit further away from our supplies, but I'm okay with that. I want to keep this area generally working fine. We need to get this up and running to help with our food situation. We need to get hunting lodge going to deal with the animals that are in our fields, to be honest. Okay. So we don't have enough sticks, we don't have enough stone. That should be dealt with. So what are you missing? Logs, yeah, okay. We've got overly employed here, we can. And I might want to throw down a second lumber mill. It wouldn't hurt. Having something like... the problem is there's not a ton of good resources. Nearby. Bushes, yes. Well, let's throw one down here and we can have another person collecting wood. Okay. Yeah, so the fishing place is done. You can buy upgrades for it. You can also have like bait and all this kind of thing. Okay, so that's done. Needs and warmth. Choose one of your villagers and examine their needs. So you can see what they want. These are the basic thing they have. For level 2, they need to have stuff. I want to have a workplace where I can contribute to the community. They want clothing, service offered from qualities, all this kind of thing. You can see what they basically want, and we need to get up to level 2. 100% to unlock it. If we fulfill all the needs. So, yeah, so they're crafting materials. Okay, so we're having... everything is going along at a nice pace. I am going to grab stone. Improves the balance of heat and air to reduce unnecessary burning wood. So we're going to use that. You could upgrade your buildings at any time to help you produce resources. So this is going to take us, yearly cost additional huge stone, which is fine. Here you can do stuff like stone to improve efficiency. I might actually do the efficiency perk. Yeah. So we're going to be going through stone a lot quicker, though we can have more people working the quarry if needs be. Or we can just throw down another quarry. In here... now this is the thing here. If you see here, we haven't got actually anybody collecting from here because we don't have a collecting hut. So we need to put down another one. Not the best place, but I will put it here. No, I don't like the look of that. I managed to mess up the road, unfortunately. Okay, so where can we put the gathering hut? Okay, I know what I need to do. Let's... First things first. Yeah, let's... Yeah, we actually haven't got a good place to put it. I might have to just put it here and live with it. Okay. Okay, so we need to get prosperity up. Because they're not gathering all the resources that we need. Okay, they are gathering some of them. Okay. Put another bridge in, that's fine. And they are now hitting these areas. They are collecting the wheat. Okay. Oh, we need logs. Okay. Right. So we need to get on top of all the things that we need to get done. So happiness-wise, yeah, our people are pretty happy. Food-wise, it's not great. We need to get more food getting made. Let's get something like that going on here. Harvesting grain should be the priority. Yeah, and we need to get more things gathered. Okay. But as you can see, this is actually a really complex little life simulator game. And I like it. I think it shows of life and land, shows a lot of promise. The music's really nice. The art style, I haven't talked much about the art style. It's a pixelated art style, or polygon art style, I suppose. Why is that gone? Oh, because I knocked down the fence, didn't I? Haha. Get that rebuilt, please, as quickly as possible, because now animals are going to get in and cause me all kinds of trouble. Okay, so that is getting cooked. We have food being cooked. Fantastic. That helps our food situation. So yeah. So hopefully we have some control over our food situation. Multiple characters can have like the same job. So let's put some people in. Why is that done? Yeah, let's get some people doing some jobs here as well. Just allows us to have higher yields of produce, people collecting supplies, we get more food, it's all good and dandy. Okay, so resources are going up. Crafting of materials is going up. So when people get happy enough, we will get things ticking over. So what do you need? Hunger is hungry is at most hunger or better. Okay. Okay. There's not a lot I can do right now. I built all the primary buildings. So it's just basically a waiting game to unlock the next tier, which is all linked. It's all linked into how much production you have. I can like place a small lantern. It's purely decoration, to be honest, though. I mean, it helps lighten up the town, so it'd probably be a bit nicer to look at. Okay. So it's year 1 of Friday. Food situation is okay. Yeah, we need fish. We can attract fish if we throw stuff at the problem. Okay. So as it stands, our food situation is good. Our harvesting of resources is good. So if we wanted to, we could, for example, go into where our houses are and do stuff like, say everyone can have a pet, say a house of pets. So if we have people who have negative traits, say maybe, yeah, you could have a pet. You can have a pet. Means that people are happier. All these little upgrades and bonuses to life, quality of life things is really good. Man, that's a whole other kettle of fish. I just realised we have to worry about water soon. Which is not fun. And also we do have the seasons considered, because once it comes around we will have food supply issues. So for example, stuff like weirs, if we can find weirs around here, where is it? A stepped weir to completely impound the water during dry periods, but still allows sufficient water to pass during flooding. So if we want to keep this area here, we still have water in it, you may want to put a weir in place to allow us to have some water flow. Congratulations, you have reached level 2. Okay, so level 2 has been reached, and as you can see, it opens up all kinds of things. It opens up wells, which allow us to get water easily into the settlement, but that requires us to do stuff like planks. So, for example, if we need to go to the sawmill and say turn back on making wood, like sawn planks as the next thing we need in a good amount. And as you can see here, we have stuff like simple barn, wells, pottery, dairies, small cabins, cesspits. This is already all unlocked anyway, and all this is, so it's basically these 3 things. One thing I would say is that I would like to see more tech, especially early on. Like level 2 for the construction, you get dairy and that's it. You get some basic stuff here. And some basic stuff here. Like the early part of the game so far, I found like stuff here, like I'd like some stuff more in this area, in like the fort fences and walls. maybe just some more improvements in that regard. Planting fields is super basic as well. I will say the game is in early access, so there's still a long road for it to be developed with. But yeah, this is how the game works, and I like it a lot. I like the art style, I like the music. It's a nice, beautiful looking game, and the world is big, as you can see here. A lot of the world is a big. The world, I say the map zone that you're in, is vast. There's lots of resources, and you can really sort of build things out. There's stuff like tin deposits and all kinds of things dotted about. We haven't even gotten into like large-scale fishing or anything like that. But it's really an interesting game of life and land. I like it a lot. I think it's a nice, quirky colony building sim, unique art style. I believe it is a one-man development team, if I am correct. Might be a two-man development team. I think it's a two-man development team. If not that, at least it's going to be a small-scale development team. But it is a very beautiful, quirky, unique little colony building game, and I would recommend it. I'll put a link in the description below. This has been Of Life and Land, and I shall see you all again soon next time. Goodbye.